Yo, what's going on, guys? I got some more slop, but this time it's good slop. It's good gruel, good schleem, and it isn't as glorpy. I feel like anybody just starting to watch these videos isn't gonna understand any of these words. But we got some more non-glorpy schleem, and but yeah, so I dropped a video yesterday about some Devil May Cry 6 leaks that I dug up and kind of told you guys my thoughts and what I think about them. And in the comment section of that video, I was told about an interview that happened at an event called the Power Rangers Morphicon, which, like, I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, I didn't know Power Rangers was that big of a deal. Like, there's like a whole convention around it. That's pretty nuts. Like, I didn't know people took Power Rangers that seriously. But anyway, there's a event called Power Rangers Morphicon that happened a few months ago. And if you guys don't know, the voice of Vergil, Dan Southworth, also did a lot of work for Power Rangers, and he's like pretty known for his role in Power Rangers. Same thing with Johnny Young Bosch. Like, there's a lot of Power Rangers influence in Devil May Cry, believe it or not. So Dan Southworth was one of the people being interviewed on a little like goob for this convention, and he got asked a question having to do with voice acting and his Vergil voice, and he said something that might hint at another Devil May Cry game being in early development. I'll just let you guys hear it.
Yes, Vergil. You know, we did Devil May Cry 5 15 years later. And I had changed, and I just went with what I was. And thankfully, they had made the characters older. So it sort of fit, it could fit any changes that would have happened naturally with my voice. Because I, over the years, have changed the way I use my voice. And it's not, in fact, I just finished a video game 2 weeks ago, or actually 3 or 4 weeks ago. They hired me to play this character. I don't want to say any titles or anything because I'm known for my spilling the beans.
Uh-oh.
But they asked me to do my voice the way it was back in 2004 or whatever. Can you do the younger Vergil version? And so that was challenging. I had to kind of find where my younger voice was, and I had to just sort of keep playing until I got to this place where my voice sounded really sort of had this boyish kind of tone, and it was really tough because it would start to sink into this. It would get into this, and they go, that's a little bit. You're getting a little bit, you know. So anyway.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah, dude. Pretty crazy. So basically, a game studio approached Dan with a voice acting gig where they asked him to basically do a younger Vergil voice, do Vergil, but back in like DMC3 days. And I'm not gonna lie, maybe I'm completely wrong about this, but what other game studio would ask for Dan Southworth to do his Vergil voice from when Vergil was like 19 years old in Devil May Cry 3, except for Capcom themselves? Like, I don't know how voice acting works at all, but I don't think they just ask you to do like a specific character's voice. Like, don't they want something different? I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it and this is just a completely different game and they want like a younger Vergil voice for a different character in their game. I don't know, just asking for a very specific voice, like not a voice that sounds young, just specifically Vergil. It's like, dude, it has to be Capcom, dude. It has to be. That's just it's just way too specific.
They hired me to play this character. I don't want to say any titles or anything because
What's more insane, and maybe I'm just reading a little bit too far into it, is that he almost says the name of the character that he's going to be playing, and then he cuts himself off and remembers he's not supposed to say it and says like, this character in this game. And then he references the fact that he almost just blurted out the name of the character by saying that he has a tendency to like spill the beans, because we all know like the other leak that he did, but it just seems like he almost said the name of the character that he's voice acting. Like, oh yeah, they hired me to play Vergil, like, and he's like, oh, they hired me to play this character. I don't know, maybe I'm just reaching, maybe I'm just going overboard. But yeah, that's your slop for today. Thanks to the person who commented this, showing me about this interview. I get so many comments and I had it open in a tab and then I closed the tab and I lost it. So thank you, person. And yeah, that's basically it. Stay silly.